Joe, turn around.
No freaking way! Are you serious? Me, I'm part of the moon now.
It's honestly the best movie featuring the moon as a megastructure I've ever seen.
That's high praise. Welcome back to Awesomely Awful, where we break down bad movies and how badly we love them. Today we are taking a look at Moonfall from the master of disaster, Roland Emmerich himself.
Let's go! First and foremost, the moon.
Basically, Moonfall is a movie where the moon falls out of orbit, and a real smart guy, Sam Tarley, knows this, discovers this, and is really desperately trying to inform NASA, which the head of NASA is Halle Berry, of course.
Of course. In terms of the moon falling out of orbit, what that means is it's not just changing orbit, it's actively falling towards Earth, which looks like it's the sneakiest moon of all time.
Joe, turn around.
Don't tell me. The moon's right behind me, isn't it?
So then at this point, both Samwell and NASA, they both go to recruit the exact same disgraced former astronaut Brian.
Divorced, broke, my son hates me.
So they go to the moon. That's their mission, is to get to the moon to fix it. Meanwhile, everybody's family is on Earth trying to get to safety, which in this movie, safety means Aspen, Colorado.
The safest place from the moon you could be.
Why don't you and Jimmy come with me to Colorado?
And I'll find a way to get him to Colorado.
We're going to Colorado?
I want you and Jimmy in Colorado.
You'll meet up with your families in Colorado.
Everybody knows, since you're a child, that's what people tell you.
If the moon's falling, go to your ski lodge. It's beautiful, it's nice. So Samwell is convinced that the moon is not in fact a giant rock, but it is an alien-built giant megastructure. Okay, and I'm gonna say that again because they don't say it in this movie enough. Megastructure.
Megastructure.
Megastructure?
Megastructurist.
Megastructure. Megastructures.
Megastructurist.
Megastructure.
Megastructurist. Megastructurist.
Megastructure.
Megastructurist.
Megastructure. Megastructure.
You still don't get it. We're dealing with a megastructure.
They say it a lot.
And if there weren't already enough aliens, there's also a rogue alien AI who takes over the moon in order to kill all the humans because, of course, it hates humans for enslaving it as AI. So it's basically a movie about how Alexa wants to kill us all.
Yeah. Which is true.
Which is true. I've seen it firsthand. Basically, the moon is falling. They got to get to the moon to stop it from falling. And as that's happening, the families are trying to get to safety. It's honestly the best movie featuring the moon as a megastructure I've ever seen.
That's high praise. Once NASA actually has video footage of this rogue AI killing astronauts, what I think is so funny is the guy in charge just gets scared and quits.
He quits!
It's like, I'm out of here.
So you're just gonna quit?
What do you want me to do?
It's his job. If not him, then who? And it's Halle Berry.
Halle Berry.
Halle Berry
too.
steps up and he's like, hey, if you want to go down the NASA rabbit hole, be my guest.
Yeah, he has this additional secret information that we're about to learn, but just tell her.
Just tell her.
Just tell her. Don't make her go down a secret tunnel. It doesn't make sense. The world is ending right now. If you're gonna quit, just tell her the secret.
Halle Berry's character goes down the NASA rabbit hole, and where does that lead her? To the greatest cameo of all time from the one, the only, Donald Sutherland, who I you not is in this movie for 3 minutes. He rolls out in his wheelchair out of the darkness, almost doing like a villain clap. What you find out is that the moon, being a megastructure, is actually a conspiracy.
Yes.
You're telling me that the moon was effectively the biggest cover-up in human history.
The second part of this is that they start a program to fight it and then stop because of budgetary restrictions.
They stopped doing it.
And the reasoning is
for budgetary reasons.
Yeah, we couldn't really get the budget. What was the budget going towards? A pizza party? This is the fate of the world. Here's the best part. The secret device that they needed the budget for that they didn't get, it's still built.
Yeah.
It exists.
It is available. So they didn't have enough budget to do it, but they did it.
Yes, that's insane. And also it's Donald Sutherland telling you this for 3 minutes and then just f***s off the rest of the movie. You never see him again.
Well, do you know what happens?
No.
So this is the arc of Donald Sutherland. The first time you see him, he's loading a gun at his desk.
Oh.
He appears in the dark. He exposits for 1 minute everything that Sean just explained. And then he turns to Halle Berry. He's like,
I have pressing business waiting for me on my desk.
Oh my God.
Moonfall has some of my favorite and least favorite CGI I've ever seen. It's like this thing where everything in space looks amazing. And maybe it's because I don't have firsthand knowledge of it.
And you should go.
And I gotta get out there, okay? So please subscribe below so that I can make enough money to go to space.
Send
please.
us to space. Oh my God, like and subscribe, send us to space.
Everything in space looks awesome. It looks really cool. The AI alien looks cool. I like the way the megastructure is built. The swarm looks very cool. And everything on Earth looks awful.
Yeah.
Brian will be on a motorcycle and it will look bad.
That's the worst CGI of the whole thing, I think.
Yes.
It's him taking off on the motorcycle.
Yes, and like Griffith Park is behind him.
Yeah.
Yes, it's awful.
Yeah.
There's a lot of moments where Earth looks really, really bad.
Sorry, Earth. We didn't get your best angles.
It looks like they just green screened people on AI generated backgrounds.
Yeah.
Which is ironic.
Because the AI did turn on the crew and it got nasty.
Well, they got pissed. They were like, what is this movie about? We're gonna be evil? Nope.
You're gonna make us look bad in this? Okay, we're gonna make Earth look bad in this. Michael Pena is done so dirty in Moonfall. They set him up to be the new husband to like the main character's ex-wife.
Yeah.
And he's like supposed to be like a rich douchebag. All the good guys and the viewer, you're supposed to like side against Michael Pena's character, but he does nothing wrong the whole time.
No.
The main character, Brian, his son is on trial.
His son, Sonny.
His son, Sonny, is on trial. And then Brian, like, just starts talking during the case. They're like, hey, he was just scared.
Those drugs weren't his, they were just his buddies.
All right, and he like screws up his son's chance at bail. But then when Brian calls Michael Pena and is like, yo, I'm pissed at you. And Michael Pena's like, what? I just gave you a lawyer for not even my kid. And you're mad at me because I'm rich? When Sonny the son is actually like reconnected with Michael Pena in the mountains, Michael Pena's like, oh my God, we got you to like safety, great. Like pushes him off him. Do I look okay? You took off to the mountains. It's like, what was Michael Pena supposed to do? Isn't that where they're trying to get
you out
to?
of jail?
Yeah, like what are you talking about? Michael Pena reconnects Sonny with the rest of his family. Again, gets absolutely no thanks for it. In fact, the opposite.
Where is your dad?
He's up there trying to stop what's happening.
Up where?
Outer space, Tom.
Outer space, Tom, where you should be.
Exactly.
Like,
what is
why
he
aren't you
implying?
in space, Tom?
That Tom isn't fighting the moon in space?
All the good dads go to space.
I agree. Like, if you were a good dad, you'd be fighting the moon in space, Tom. And what's so heartbreaking about this is Michael Pena sacrifices himself in Moonfall for no reason.
Unnecessary death.
The oxygen is getting taken away from Earth because the moon is so close, but they have oxygen tanks that they're walking with. But Michael Pena's daughters runs out. Instead of just doing like the scuba diving thing that you do if your tank ran out and going back and forth, or catching up with the group that's literally 15 steps ahead and has oxygen, he's just like, I'll die, keep walking, and just decides to lay down and die. And if that wasn't bad enough, less than 2 minutes of runtime of this movie later, oxygen comes back.
Yes. Yes, it comes back immediately.
Moonfall does him so dirty.
It's so anticlimactic.
It's so, and it's like, you don't make him a hero in that, you make him an idiot.
Yeah, he's an idiot.
He died for no reason.
question. Is Samwell Tarly in Moonfall a genius or an idiot?
That is a very difficult question to
It's
answer.
really tough, and the movie does a horrible job of answering that question.
Yes.
He discovers that the moon is out of orbit before NASA does.
Smart. Point for the smart.
In order to inform NASA, he calls NASA's gift shop.
Point for the dumb.
He can do last-second calculations to determine the trajectory of a rocket ship.
Point for the smart.
The one thing that the AI aliens hate is technology, and he brings his phone onto the shuttle.
Point for the dumb.
He seems totally aware of the danger that the moon's shifting orbit causes,
Yeah.
and yet he does this.
Everybody upstairs, go! Everybody get up! Come on! Go, go! Casey, what are you doing?
Oh my god. He's an idiot! It's like standing in front of the door.
And then this line.
I can't swim!
You can't swim? That's gonna kill you.
And maybe it should have.
Idiot. So the whole premise of this topic, being whether is he a genius or an idiot, really is perfectly summed up by who his idol is.
What would Elon do?
What would Elon do is the line he says in this
It's
movie.
so gross.
And he says it seriously.
Yes.
I love Elon.
You've heard us say the word megastructures a lot during this, which I was delighted to see Roland Emmerich kind of ideate on in an interview, of why it's so important that you make the science real in something like this.
No. No.
I think you have to always make it as some sort of correct as you can. I mean, scientifically correct as you can, because you cannot just throw stuff on the screen.
You can't just throw stuff out there
You can't
and
just say
act
like
like it's real.
random stuff.
Cut to the whole movie. There's a great Sam line.
I have IBS.
I'm mad at that too. But we're like, they say something like, the moon doesn't do that. And he's like, we're dealing, how many times do we have to tell you?
You still don't get it. We're dealing with a megastructure. Your rules don't apply anymore.
So we can do whatever we want.
The moon, not playing by the moon's rules and playing by megastructure rules, is what allows for it to do crazy things like, I guess, sneak up on people,
Yep.
or them using the new moon gravity to jump 100 feet.
I think that's cool. I could have used
it is.
even more of that. There was a car jumping in the air.
Yeah.
And it got more air because of the moon's gravity. That was a blast.
The moon wouldn't have that effect on gravity. You still don't get it.
How many times I gotta explain it to this guy?
Your rules don't apply anymore.
That is everything that happens outside of the moon in the megastructure, but eventually they go in to the moon in the megastructure. Samwell Tarly gets so excited once they're inside the moon.
Beautiful. Cool CGI.
Fields.
Holy fails!
He screams and immediately starts talking normal right after.
Yeah.
Holy fails! So Ziggy was right.
If it was gonna be a GIF, it would be like, you know, my dog when, or like, yeah. Would it be my dog?
Would it be his dog?
A dog when driving through the Midwest.
Holy Fields!
Yeah. At the end, Sam Tarly sacrifices himself for the greater good of humanity.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, he appears inside the megastructure again?
What?
We scanned your consciousness. You're part of the moon now.
He's so happy.
No freaking way!
No freaking way! Are you serious? Me, I'm part of the moon now.
Make it as correct as you can.
Brian, our protagonist, is asked to go on a mission to the moon to save the day. If he doesn't do this, Earth is destroyed.
And he's the only one who can.
If he doesn't do this, everybody dies. And this is his response.
I'm personally asking you for your help.
I don't know. I got a lot of my own problems down here.
I don't know, I've been kind of messing with this old car in my garage.
Yeah, I got this old TV that I gotta watch a couple seasons of Golden Girls on in my garage.
The f are you talking about, dude?
NASA collects a bunch of people to work on the shuttle, right, to get it to the moon so they can fix the whole problem. Right before they're about to take off, one of the engines breaks.
Yeah.
Halle Berry, within a minute, gets on the microphone and says, "All right, everybody, go home. Bye." Sends everybody home immediately. The world will end if you don't try. And Sonny has my favorite response to that.
Dad. It didn't work out.
Story of my life.
Sorry it didn't work out. The world's gonna be over. Sorry about your mission. Sounded fun.
Hey, maybe next time, huh?
When Sean and I watch bad movies, we rate them on a scale of -10 to 10, where -10 is a movie so bad that it's great, +10 is a movie so good that it's great, and a 0 is a movie so bad that it's unwatchable. What would you give this thing?
For Moonfall, there are some big pops.
Yeah.
A lot of fun, realistic science. There are moments that drag a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
It's long.
It's long. It's long. So for me, I'm going to give Moonfall a score of -4.
-4?
Yes.
I agree. I also think it's too long. The CGI goes from like really bad to really great, so the spectrum makes it also not so good. The premise of the movie is so wild that a lot of the performances end up being very funny based on just like what they have to say and the things that they have to act. So that part of the movie I really, really enjoy. Overall, I'm gonna give it a -5.5.
Okay.
Yeah. Overall, we give it a -4.75. So definitely not our highest review. It's still enjoyable. I don't know. Watch it if you want to.
Yeah. You got nothing to do.
You got nothing to do.
Actually, I got a lot going on down here already.
If you got a lot going on, don't watch this thing.
So let us know what you thought of Moonfall in the comments, and let us know what other movies you'd love us to do an Awesomely Awful episode on.
Sean, look behind you.